Hello, hello, and welcome everybody. Super special video today. Been looking forward to this one. First off, we're at Scale Mountain again. New spot, first time there. I did post a little video already of the two trucks that are being towed right now. And they both kind of, well, one, the receiver went kapooey, and the other, one of the suspension arms broke. But the tow truck that you see here is the Cross RC JT6. This thing is ridiculous, as you'll see. Now, of course, towing, I tried way too hard to crawl while towing, and that's pretty much impossible unless you have a drive unit on your trailer, because that trailer is metal and it has an RC on it, so I bet it weighs about 20 pounds. And as you can see here, there's so much weight there. This thing's trying so hard, just popping wheelies.
The trailer is heavy.
And I have done a few modifications to this. This is the first time out with it, but I knew there was going to need to be some changes made. First off, I knew I was going to want to tow with it, and the plastic bumper, rear bumper that came with the JT6 had no tow hitch on it, or no place to put a tow hitch. So I immediately wanted to put a different bumper on there, rear bumper, and I did. So I got the KYX metal rear bumper on there, and then I was like, well, wait, this is going to need a lot of weight in the front because it's going to be towing stuff all the time. So I added the KYX metal front bumper instead of the plastic one that was on there. I see I got a little chain wrapped around there, but it doesn't last long. That thing kept smashing against the rocks and ended up breaking, and I ended up taking it off. So that doesn't stay on for long. And I also did add 12 ounces, yes, 12 ounces of weight to the front of this. I have those little sticky weights that you use for balancing wheels, I guess, on a normal car. And what I did is I stuck those up in the front and put them up on the front fenders. And like I said, 12 ounces of weight. And you still see that it just lifts that front end right up. So plenty of torque here. The truck itself is all portal axles, so that's nice. Lots of ground clearance up there. The tires were actually very sticky rubber, just a rough pattern, more for dirt or mud, I would think, than rock crawling, the pattern on it, but very sticky rubber. Plastic beadlock rims, but not a big deal because we're going to switch those out too at some point. I already have some ordered, and they will be going on there shortly, so stay tuned for some more videos with lots more upgrades coming. I just did one other upgrade 2 days ago, actually, that will be coming up once I get a video of it, and I think it's going to make a huge difference, but we'll see. So yeah, so far on this, just with what I got, is just the metal front and rear bumpers and that extra added weight to the front there. And of course, I stiffened up the springs in the front suspension so it would hold up the front end with all that extra weight. But blown away by this thing. Towing, you know, like I said, that trailer was probably a good 20 pounds with the RC and the trailer itself, and then another 8-pound or so, 10-pound RC on the bed of it, plus this that weighs itself about 12 pounds, maybe a little more with them extra weights that I added in those metal bumpers that I added, but I wanted to keep it as close to as stock as possible. It also has a 2-speed on this, but I'm not gonna lie, the 2-speed is not a whole lot of difference. Top end wise, I feel like it's almost the same speed. Maybe low end, it's getting a little bit more, but there's not a huge change in speeds when you go from low to high gear. It does have front and rear lights, if you haven't noticed that already. It came stock with it. I am running 3S lipo on there. I got a big fat 4500 3S running down the center there. So I was hoping that would add that little bit of extra weight as well to keep it down. And when it's not towing, it pretty much goes anywhere. There's some spots here that I really didn't think it was going to make it, and it did. And you'll see more coming up that are kind of mind-blowing, that this thing just does this right straight out of the box. You know, like I said, I added a little weight to it, yes. Front and rear metal bumpers, which were unnecessary, I guess, just because I wanted to tow. If you were just going to drive this around and crawl with it, you wouldn't need to add that tow bumper on the rear like I did. There's a bungee cord on there too that's, you know, a few ounces maybe, so not a huge difference, but I really like the portals. I really like the 2-speed, even though, like I said, it doesn't really do a huge difference. And it also has front and rear locking differentials, so it is just front and rear. It's not all 3 axles separate, so you can either lock or unlock the front steering axle, or you can lock or unlock the rear 2 axles. So of course for this I had all 3 locked. I did try towing with them unlocked, and it first little bump that it hit just started spinning that 1 wheel per axle. So I switched it up. I know if you were probably really towing stuff with this and you were on some sort of harder surface, hard packed dirt or pavement, you would want to unlock the front at least, if not all, so you could get some good steering on it. But steering was great. Steering servo seems really strong. ESC needs a little work, of course, and then it's a brush setup, and it is not waterproofed, so we'll probably have to do something about that. Receiver box is all wide open, so I'll probably put a waterproof receiver box in there. But we'll see as time goes. You know me, I always like to modify and adjust things as I like. We're out with Ian's RCs today. You can see him in the background a couple times there. I believe some of this video he's running his Marksman, some of it he's running his TF2 Midnight. A lot of fun out here. Like I said, our first time, so we were kind of just testing the waters. And as you see with the truck here, I only think I hit maybe 4 rock piles, and there's got to be 15 of them throughout this course. So there was a competition going on, so we were trying to stay clear of all the piles that had the flags on them, so we weren't messing those up, because we did get here very early. We were by far the first people here. We were here before the shop even opened that I was talking about in the last video, the little hobby shop that's back there. I think there was one other truck here, but we didn't see anybody when we got here, so we were unloading and checking the place out. But a lot of fun. Hopefully we get up there again soon and we can try out some more of those other rock piles. And I do have one more video of one more truck that I'll be running from this trip. That'll be coming up in the next couple of days, of course, so keep an eye out for that. Of course, if you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe, and smash that notification bell. And always feel free to share my videos. Nothing on here that I don't care about anybody else seeing, so not ashamed at all. And please feel free. Hope everybody's having a great week and continues to have a great weekend. Hope you enjoy the rest of the video, and we'll see you next time. Get out there and have some fun.
You want to change the tires on it? You can use it to set up one of my trucks.
No. I want to make it work. And I think that's like
Oh, yeah. Never helps. That is so cool that they got like molds and made those. You think? The lines just stayed there. Yeah, this thing actually fits on this. And it just drove right up on it, like it wasn't even touching. I can link it up too. I just got it yesterday.
If it would have rolled off, it would have made it. Keep it on there.
Gotta take wide turns with the 6x, it's a long one. Come down the side here, nice and easy.